Hey guys, it's Joseph again, and recently Disney just announced the newest animated TV show project from Lucasfilm, Star Wars: The Bad Batch. As a longtime Clone Wars fan, I am personally very excited for this TV show as it continues the stories of Echo and the Bad Batch post-Order 66 and the Clone Wars. Now, I know a lot of people aren't very excited for the show, but I am very much looking forward to seeing this come 2021. Hopefully it continues some Clone Wars storylines and shows us how some of the characters from the Clone Wars are doing after the Empire takes control of the galaxy. However, although I am very excited for the show, I feel like it has some high risks, but some high rewards it could potentially bring to Disney+. Let's be honest, Disney's track record with Star Wars hasn't been perfect, but they've been better recently and have done rather well when it comes to Star Wars and TV. Also, I feel like Disney announced this show to capitalize on the Clone Wars wave and hype that currently surrounds Star Wars while avoiding other TV shows that could have also been announced. Now, whether you like the Clone Wars era or not, I feel like the show could have some problems. For one, it will follow the story of the Bad Batch. Personally, I thought that the Bad Batch arc from Season 7 of the Clone Wars was decent at best, but maybe that was because we had already seen it 5 years ago in its early animation stages. Adding on, the Bad Batch has some characters that I feel like are very shallow and maybe hard to develop in this new show. First, you have Wrecker. He's just the typical heavy and tough guy on the squad. There's also Tech, who is the brains, Crosshair the marksman, and Hunter, the leader. Although there is potential with these characters, they are all very stereotypical, and I feel like it may be hard at times to make them seem more real and just revolve an entire show around this group of characters, you know? In the end, there's also Echo, but he has been a longtime fan favorite, and I feel like he will be fun and engaging to watch in this show. Anyways, I also feel that this show will be kind of repetitive and uninteresting to a degree. We'll probably see cameos of Ahsoka and Rex again, and obviously more and more Stormtroopers and TIE Fighters. Disney clearly favors the original trilogy era, and I feel like every time Disney releases a new game or movie/TV show, it features a TIE Fighter or X-Wing and so forth. Moving forward, I also feel like the show may not be as nearly as successful as the other TV shows and movies Disney puts out. Sure, it continues some Clone Wars storylines, but it's just about the Bad Batch. Who really cares that much about what happens to them? Although this may appeal to Clone Wars fans like me, the casual viewer would probably rather watch another show or movie instead. This show will also be very small in scale, and I feel like they can't really go too far with the potential of the show. It's just about a small squad of clones during the Empire. We know what happens in the future, and the Bad Batch obviously can't do anything that makes a significant impact in the Star Wars canon. Also, I don't know about you, but to me sometimes it feels like all of the Star Wars animated TV shows are part of their own universe, while the movies are different. Ahsoka appears in most of the TV shows, while obviously she has no importance to the movies. Now obviously, Ahsoka Tano wasn't even an idea in 1977 when the first Star Wars was released, but it does feel weird at times when you watch all of the shows and then watch the movies and feel kind of disconnected. Basically, what I'm getting at is I feel like the show could continue the trend of Star Wars media going back in time to older eras of Star Wars and adding on to the lore. I don't really mind this at all, but I feel like it can make the universe feel disconnected, especially when Ahsoka is one of the most important characters in the universe but isn't mentioned in the movies, you know? Overall, I feel like the combination of all these factors and ideas can make the show seem like a bad idea on second thought. Also, there could have been plenty of other shows and new ideas Star Wars could have explored. However, I feel like this show also has the potential to be great. This show, if done correctly, presents the opportunity for some great character development for all clones, not just the Bad Batch. I must admit, I am looking forward to seeing how different clones react and survive after Order 66. It's an interesting concept, honestly. Also, the idea of the Bad Batch serving as mercenaries post-Clone Wars also sounds cool and fun. Moving forward, if this show continues to use the Clone Wars animation and art style, that's also a plus. There's even the potential that this show is catered to a more adult Clone Wars audience and doesn't feature the more childish and kid-oriented episodes that the first few seasons of the Clone Wars and Rebels featured. This show also probably won't be as long-running as the Clone Wars or Rebels, so I guess quality over quantity too, right? And again, like I mentioned earlier, this show will probably also have some character cameos like Ahsoka or Rex or some other clones to make it more interesting and fun to watch for the casual viewer. Ultimately, I'm very excited for the show, and in no way, shape, or form do I think this show is going to crash and burn and fail. I'm just saying that it might not be as good as it seems to be. It might be too good to be true, you know? But I do think that the show is going to be great. Honestly, I do. It continues the Clone Wars storylines and stories of its characters, which I'm very excited to see happen on screen. It does raise the question though if a Rebels sequel series will be revealed as well, but who knows? In the end, I think that this show has some very high potential, especially regarding the emotions and lives of the clones post-Order 66. But I also think that this show could just be okay. On the bright side though, Dave Filoni and Disney Plus have brought us The Mandalorian and a revived Clone Wars, so they're on the right track as of right now to improving Star Wars. I think that this show is going to be done right and is safe in the hands of Filoni & Co. Anyways, that's it today. I'm very excited for this show and can't wait to see its first trailer. Tell me what you all think about it through the review in the comments below. Thanks, and have a great day.